Look at that color. Look at that beautiful color. Look at that beautiful color. It's like a, what's the fruit? Mango? I think that it's, look at that lightest turquoise green blue. Right at the edge. Like, look at this. That's fantastic. Right over that rolling fog. So just now, we're gonna have a comer. If I linger too long, they're like, sometimes I gotta put on gloves, sometimes take off one of 6 layers. Pedaling bike hard down these roads, some of the inclines are pretty substantial. And it's like every time I stop, look at that. The fog under the trees. Look at that color. But every time I do, they drive their, they have to bring a, like a unit by. Oh, this guy was gonna pass, and they were just gonna do this. So this guy was gonna linger there. You notice how he lingered? That is a, it's like a blue-yellow plate. It was not Illinois unless it was official Illinois. Indiana, I think it was Indiana. That guy was going to come with that box truck and hit me. That was what they were just gonna do on this road, and you just saw this, YouTube Nation. Turn it back, and they're lingering, creeping up behind, because I'm loitering in this lane at 6:10 in the morning, where it's pretty desolate until I stop and have to take off gloves, or put on gloves, put on more gloves, because some of these inclines have been steep, or rather substantial. If not steep, then substantial. So you know that guy was involved, and this guy was involved. These are your Illinois military scumbags. And these are all, there's a pig farm not far up the road. This is Route 18, eastbound. Saturday, September 25th, 2021. Saturday, early in the morning. Now, I know these are farm boys, last bastion of hard American work. Not really, though. That's not what they're doing. They're out here to do that. They said, like, once he lingers, you go wide him. See, like I dropped my gloves here. Getting out of their way. But look at that color is what this started out as. And that fog up yonder. It's beautiful. And then these things show how they were about to hit me from behind. This military, brave military. Military, you are a coward. Your Illinois military, I can't wait to leave this state. Wipe clean my phones and leave you behind. It's like I'm trying to look. I'm contemplating looking up who I would have to contact to say, okay, now you constitutionally cannot be in my phone. Around these things, I'm sure there's legislation that means any person of interest or something to the state, these coward police and military, local towns, they have to get forest preserve police just to give more men, more guns, more badges, more authority, buddy. Just awful. Cowards. You are little cowards playing capture the flag 24/7, hanging out with all boys. Are 10-4, roger that. Just like making your days way more official than they would have been based on anything industrious that you accomplish. You are a bunch of chuds in the closet. And, but yeah, so I wanted to talk about something else. Let me grab my gloves. But that's what they were going to do. Was hit me in the back. But I do look forward to getting you away from my phone. My Joab grabbed the which means fraternity, grabbed the horns of the altar, and yet he was dispatched. No, this is we have legislation that says we can stay, and it's not when I crossed Illinois. Not when I crossed Illinois lines. Then I'm Missouri's problem, Tennessee's problem, Kentucky's problem. Not yours. I'm not even doing anything illegal, but you won't be allowed. This state won't. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how the law goes, right? They can watch anything. What am I going to do? Tell them they can't? Oh, okay. Well, watch me, and then if you think you can stop me, stop me. I'm not stupid. Hold on, let me get this. Hopefully my bike won't topple. Oh man, so that was your local military around here. Where did I turn off? So it was after Lacon. It's bacon, but spelled with an L. After that, it was off of Route 26 going north, and then onto 18 when 26 and 18 split. So I noticed this though, because of this horizon, this beautiful horizon. Hold on, let me put on these gloves. It is fucking cold. Oy, oy, oy. All right, buddy. What in the world just a bunch of chuds with nothing to do, no meaning in their lives. Just like, oh, well, where's the work? They're all just like these, like, we're mercenaries, yeah, we're badasses, we're soldiers of fortune. Bunch of Dale Gribbles. Hold on, let's get out of these ones way. I'm making too much controversy on a public road, which they don't pay for, so they can run all their cars by. They gotta like, they have each other. When I come by, that means if I go down this road, which they had to run all sorts of semis for. Might have seen that guy earlier. There's a couple liquid ones that were holding liquid. And, oh, that was the police right there. Oh, Jesus. So he's going to come and have to talk to me right now. Yes, I see you. Yes, why don't we come right here? Oh my God, he's really pulling over. I'm putting on my gloves and speaking on my phone.
Hey bud, what's going on?
Good morning, I'm just putting on my gloves.
I don't blame you, it's chilly.
Very chilly. I was lingering in the road a bit, but I'm just...
I didn't even see you until I was like right up here on you. You weren't all black out here.
I know, I'm trying, I play ping pong with the cars. I don't leave it up to anybody not to hit me. Really.
Where are you coming from? Where are you heading to?
I was coming from Peoria, going east.
East?
Yeah.
Where are you heading to?
Towards a blood plasma facility.
Where's that at?
Bolingbrook.
What's up there? I mean, why are you going from Peoria where there's one blood plasma facility down there?
Because I was not accepted because it's too far out of range to get the bonus. I went up there for $100 bonus every time for the first month of donation, but if you're out of 50 miles, they can't accept you.
Okay. Do you work anywhere else, or you just don't?
No, I'm homeless.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's probably illegal to be homeless.
No, it's not.
In Illinois. Trust me, that the local military everywhere I go does not like me being homeless. I'm just waiting for my check from the IRS.
What branch were you in?
What?
You said military.
No, the military just doesn't like me.
Why is that?
Because they don't like me.
Were you ever?
I'm not in the military, but I know.
Were you ever in the military?
No, I was not. But
what's your first name?
My name is Dale.
Dale.
Dale Paul, Paull. Dale William Paul.
You got your ID on you, Dale?
Indeed I do, but what, if I might just ask, officer, you are in control of the situation. What have I done wrong?
Well, the only thing...
I understand I was in the way. If you guys weren't there, I don't move up. I have my gloves on and I start pedaling.
I understand, Dale. But, I mean, if you want to get down into...
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
That's fine. You're actually on the roadway with a bicycle without a light. And no reflectors.
You're right.
So, yes, you did... There has been a law that's been violated. But I'm just asking for your ID. We get you a warning, get you out of here. Fair enough.
That's absolutely fine.
As long as everything else is okay,
I want you to know it's not because I have any hostility towards, first of all, the law or you or the situation. It's like a recurring theme. I just like good Lord, I get the bum's rush when I'm just waiting for an IRS check. That's what I want you to know. I'm not trying to be hostile towards you at all.
That's fine.
So it's like it's a precedent thing.
Anytime Uncle Joe wants to give me money, I'll take it.
Well, no, I need it. I'm going west and I'm moving, but it's like I lost my housing beginning of September. The check was issued within the past like 3 days.
Okay.
So I'm just waiting. My post office is holding that check. Holding my mail. So I'm just picking that up, just letting you know. Like this is the situation. Don't have a history of homelessness. I am not just some bottom feeding thing. Let me grab my license if you don't mind.
Go ahead, Dale. How about it? You don't have any weapons in there, do you?
I have a pocket knife on me.
Alright, that's cool. Keep it. You need it out here.
That's right.
Can we move your bike over to the side of the road?
It doesn't have like
that way no one hits it?
Well, let me just do...
That's fine.
It's a tenuous balance that doesn't have fixing. So every time I stop somewhere, like at a Walmart, I gotta go up against a light pole and tie it around, around that.
So when did you start your trip to Peoria?
Last night.
Okay.
So no, it was probably because it was raining at like 7 o'clock. Right at 7 o'clock is when I left, and it was forecasted to rain by 9 or 10, so I wanted to get to the only gazebo I knew of in Chillicothe, which was like 15 miles away.
Okay.
So I was at Chillicothe charging my phone till probably like, the rain didn't stop until like 1. 12:30.
First Dale, D-A-L-E, middle, W-A-M, Paul Dale, W-A-M, male, 11/16/87, 11/16/87.
So yeah, it was I stayed in Chillicothe probably till like between 12:30 and 1 is when it stopped raining. I just let that's the second time I've been there. They have a nice gazebo with it has outlets, public use, and they haven't had a problem with me stopping. Yeah. It's nice traveling at night because you do get that unfettered road access. Like I would not do this during the day because that causes too much of a disruption in traffic. Like I know when I was driving, if you gotta get to work, you don't want some asshole on a bike taking up the whole lane. So I've got that self-consciousness about the whole thing. Oh my God, those lights are disorienting.
Be advised, the OP has not been served. 10-4. Secure 30.
Order of protection?
So yeah, someone's got to... Yeah, I got to serve you the order of protection, okay?
You know they did that.
It's not in the record. It's not... So,
give me... I gotta
give you a piece of paper.
Yeah, that's fine. I absolutely. But you know that the Will County Forest Preserve Police served me that.
Okay. I don't know.
Sure.
All right, let me see your ID again so I can fill out the paperwork. And then once I fill out the paperwork, you can be on your merry way, okay?
That's all right.
Thanks, Bill. All right, I'll be right back with you.
Yep. That's what I usually use.
What's up, bud?
This is what, like on lone roads, I don't waste the battery, but like if there's a car coming by, I'll let them know that I'm there. Yeah? Yeah. Or I'll use my cell phone flashlight in like a traffic situation. I just don't like to waste the battery. Anyways, so what I was saying is, like, I noticed tonight a phenomenon with the light of coming over the horizon. Like if you catch the dark night, the indigo night, right? So around the moon you get that little light which makes it like indigo. Even the cosmos, it's like not entirely black. It's like the darkest shade of indigo. It's like, it was the strangest thing with this same landscape. And it was like this, you could, the ring between night, but if there's too much light, now you can't see it because it stretches too much angle over the 180-degree panorama. But it was like right when, at the brink of it, to where it's still dominant night. And it was only like 15 to 20 degrees of actual light in the sky. Like that was actually affected as to not, I mean, that it's distinctly the first breach of morning break. And that, like, it was like a theory of relativity, right? When they looked at the solar eclipse and they could see it going over, it was like that same phenomenon. You could see, and it did strange things to the eye. I was looking at my cord, this is a very light pink cord. And it was like, it had like a purple, like a black light. Like it was like playing with it like the color. But like you could tell it was the nerves of the eye. It was like looks like an electricity in your eye when like kind of when you do a pressure on it. That neurologic electricity. So when you see a strobe light, you have that phenomenon where it's like, if you see a light thing or it's a light context afterwards, like you're seeing like this dark projection that's your eye still settling its photoreceptors. And it was like that on the cord, and I've never seen that, I've never experienced that. I ride my bike at night all the time. But it was distinctly, I'm looking at the sky, and it was like you could see the ripple of turning into, from dusk. It's like the preset of dusk. It was so strange, but it was amazing. And I wanted to talk about that, and they get mad if I stop. Whatever they're doing, they watch me. You can watch me from space, and they do. You know what's in my bag. You put my sock next to me as I slept. Good Lord. Yeah, I could go for a nice locking bathroom again. Wink, wink, for fuck's sake. My lower back hurts. My shoulders hurt. My respiratory hurts. Like, the neck connection, these things, they like puts them back in the same muscular alignment. But they would come by really fast because I would stop. Like, where else am I going to stop except at this? If it has a side, a guardrail. like especially a stone guardrail, I can, otherwise I gotta balance this goddamn bike with this 50 pounds, roughly 50 pounds on it, which isn't much, but it's like, put that at the end of a thing now that you have to handle. So try having like wielding this thing with 50 pounds at the end of it. You gotta just keep it up. If I'm gonna have a cigarette and there's no like, or those like electric boxes that are at the corners of, you know, highways, sometimes there hasn't been one for a long time to just go and sit on and have a cigarette and let my bike rest against. I wonder if this could even be heard because my hand was right there. Again, this is now 6:31. 6:31 a.m. Saturday, September 25th, 2021. On this same video, those guys were going to hit me. I could turn around. I don't know if the camera caught it, of course. The camera doesn't catch. You can't rely on the camera, really. But I mean, it would not, if I had all somehow had my hand still. They're lingering, kind of creeping up, both behind me. They always linger behind. It's like, even if I'm on my bike, there's people just will tail me for miles, pretending to be like a passing car in the distance, but they'll just never get around to passing me. It's pathetic. And this is obviously like a nice, this is very rural. I don't even know what town it's affiliated with, but it's very rural. And they were gonna hit me, and this guy was gonna come here and clean it up. But those light things, that's what I was contemplating. And also, if two people from two are looking up at the sky from like the hypotenuse, spread across from the hypotenuse. So if the rising sun over here, if I'm 30, if I'm 150 miles west of like looking at it, the rising sun, and there's a guy like 700 miles east, and he's, or you know, north and south. I'm 150 miles north, he's 700 miles south, and you're both looking at that same sun coming up from the east, and there's moisture over here and not over here. Are you seeing the same colors? So it's like, and Jesus talked about how you can see the sky, the red sky in the morning, and know there's rain, because it's like the sun is getting it from that angle, I'm guessing, to make the sky seem red. So that sky's going to get to you and you're going to have rain by later. Like, could I see a violet sky and the same guy is over there seeing a red sky? Like, seeing angles of light over those vast distances. That's like a relativity of the sight of light. It's like a dimension. It's based on your spatial coordinates, so those are dimensions, but like that quality is relative given a perspective outside itself. So that'd be like one of the 8th or 9th dimensions. 1 second. I'm gonna put this in my pocket. My phone.
You're right. The sheriff's office or conservation, someone gave it. Yeah, they gave it to you. They never updated it in the computer system.
That doesn't surprise me.
It happens. Hey, guess what? It's lighter now. Maybe
yes,
people can see you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, best of luck to you, bud.
Yep. Be safe yourself.
You too. Stay out of trouble.
I will try. anyways, okay, so like that relative spatial aspect of light from a, you know, a different party than itself, but it's like it's still dependent. It's I'll be all right. I'll be careful. I'm all right. He gave me a fist bump after I said that. I'm not wrong. It's exactly what they were going to do. And then him asking if it's alright, if I'm alright. I mean, it's polite, but it's also transparent. Just an Illinois State Trooper happens by after, right as they were going to do that. Right as they were going to do that, Illinois State Trooper passes by. That's not a coincidence, America. All comes with the territory of, you know, being so goddamn bold and defiant, righteously indignatious. That's a word, right? Bare to the bone, wild thing, born to be wild, you know. Or if you say too much truth, the wrong kind of truth, the dangerous kind of truth. But like, I always play ping pong with the car. I try not to let them ever, if I can help it, to approach me from behind. These things are cowards. These things are absolute cowards. I take that much control into my hand, and if like I get caught right here, I drive like I'm driving like a Brit right now. I'm on the left side of the road. But it's like if a car comes and I turn back and now there's another, if there was another car there, which now there is right when I put that there, then I'll just go off onto the road. I'll go off the road and usually stop. If there's enough shoulder though, I'll just, if like there's a huge shoulder, I'll stay in it. Look at that Lumi, you can see the, it's like there's shadows, I mean there's ghosts of houses behind the veil fog. Oh yeah, they didn't, that was absolutely 100% on purpose. I mean, that was all according to a formula. So now this is exactly as I would do. This guy's coming up as these guys time it. They always try to sandwich me. So I pull off. I've done that a couple times here on this trip today. They try to sandwich me, like they'll linger back and then the guy up front will link, like so that I can't play ping pong. They want to sandwich me. I should have died the other night in just that situation. This is your military. This, your police too. And your local farmers. You're just like your, it's all the big boys club. Ladies. Like, I won't go into that. Don't give a shit. Yeah, I just wanted to, like, I just liked how it looked. I wanted to get it on my camera. And then they showed me that. They showed all of us that, I suppose. That officer fist bumped me. Oh, and the Forest Preserve Police, they didn't have record of that. They didn't update the record. What do you know? So that they could do this right here. So that they could pull off some malfeasance. This is your police. Say too much. Like how they're obsolete. You know, if you call them idiots because they don't value an animal's life, they won't just make a phone call when the guy told me he would. Hey, well, you know, it's a dealer plate. It's a dealer lot. license plate. That's like one of those passed me this morning at like 3 in the morning on one of these bands. So if you call them an idiot because this guy is quoting your 200 IQ, I'm in love with that number. That 200 IQ, and then he's going to do your thinking for you as he tries to explain away the AT&T episode. The other guy couldn't, the black one couldn't call me back when he said he would. And the other guy doesn't value the life of animals, but but he's supposed to value human life. You're idiots. Just idiots. I'm going to stop this now.